today I am out and about. I'm about to meet my daughter at the dealership because she is on her way to get a vehicle. So they need me to go because apparently I know what to say. But in any instance, I just wanted to come over here before I get into this video. I wanted to address a few things. First, let me address this. My last video, you guys sent me messages on Facebook, and you guys were in the comments talking about I believe in spirits. Listen, y'all, I had 3 kids before I finished high school. I know that was nothing but the grace of God that covered me. I am a firm believer in God, a very firm believer. It was a joke, it was a skit, and it was just simply entertainment. Simply entertainment. I do not believe in spirits. Every time I look at those TikTok videos, I be like, why do they be lying to those people? So I said, oh, I'm going to do it where the truth really comes out. So that's where I got the idea from, if you guys want to know. But I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in voodoo. I don't believe in any of those things. I am a firm believer in God. I know it is God's grace who has covered me all of these years, and that will continue to cover me as the years go by. So, had to address that last video. I'm not taking it down though, because it was a joke. It's entertainment. But that's that. And then, for those of you who like to call me ugly, it's fine. You're entitled to feel that I'm ugly. You can feel however you want to feel about me. It doesn't make me a difference, because we are all ugly to somebody. We are. To somebody, each and every one of us is ugly. And I'm okay with that. And yes, I have makeup on today because I had a Zoom meeting at work. So a Zoom presentation, actually. I had to do a presentation at work today. So, that's why I have on makeup. And I just wanted to look presentable since I was presenting. So, with that being said, that's why I have on makeup. I hardly ever wear makeup. I like, even my director was surprised, like, makeup? I was like, yeah, you know, you get like, she's like, oh my God, like, you're so cute. I was like, thank you, okay. But, yeah. So, in any instance, you know, you guys are entitled to your opinion or whatever. And you guys like to say, oh, I'm doing the same thing she's doing. I could be. The difference is I'm not bullying people. I didn't bully her. I simply gave her some advice. That's what she likes to do, right? She likes to give advice. I gave her some advice. I gave her some advice saying, hey, you know, what happened in your life, you can be helping other people who have went through similar things like that. Similar things, you can definitely be helping other people. So I just gave her advice, and that was that. But she got on her live talking about me, which don't bother me. I hope that made you feel better. I hope it gave you some kind of I hope it gave you something to go along with it, because it kept me the same, if you will. So that's that. But y'all who like to come on my live, and I mean on my videos, because I hardly ever do lives, but my videos to say why I don't hold Latrice accountable. Listen, if y'all want me to be honest, I've never heard Latrice attack someone unless they attacked her first. And we are always the bad guy when we react. I've never heard it. I could be wrong, but I've never heard it. So I'm giving you my answer to that for those of you who asked me that question. I don't hear it. I've never heard her attack someone unless they attacked her first. That's when I hear her react. Y'all quick to say, oh, the other young lady is doing this and she's doing that. She's not going to listen to me. I didn't expect her to listen to me. I was just giving her advice. She think it's okay for her to give free advice. So I want to give free advice. Y'all think y'all can just get on somebody's, just because someone put their life on a platform, you think you can get on there and say, oh, well, you shouldn't live your life this way. Yes, I will block you too, because you don't tell me how to live my life. That does not affect you. If the way I'm living my life affected you, I would completely understand. It doesn't take food off of your table. It doesn't take the roof from over your head, nor does it take money out of your bank account. So I don't understand why you guys say, oh, they gotta stop calling me. I don't understand why you guys say this is how she should live her life, because you don't get the right to tell somebody how to live their life. I mean, let me know if God hiring, because if he hiring y'all to be judges, I can understand. I don't think God hired you. I think God can actually do his job pretty well. I really do. I really do think he's great at his job. However, you guys seem to think you're better at it. You're better at it. When you don't know what people pray for, you don't know if people pray to do better in life. That's something I pray for every day. Every day. Listen, I have a problem with me where when I feel like, and it's probably not even intentional on the other person's half, but if I feel like somebody is wasting my time, for example, I went to the grocery store this morning, and this lady probably was not being intentional. But I went to the grocery store. I'm sitting there. I had one item because I needed some cream for my coffee. I had one item. This lady let me stand there for like 3 minutes. And I know that's not a long time, y'all. But in my book, my time is the one thing in life that I cannot get back. So I absolutely hate when people waste it. But I pray in that area for God to give me the discernment to make sure that I'm not reacting out of something that I really don't need to be reacting out of. But there are times that I do. I react. Like this morning, I literally reacted with this lady. Like she sat there, had me standing there for about 3 minutes while she load bags onto the thing. Then, when it was time for her to grab my item and ring it up, she reached for it like she wanted me to give it to her. And I'm gonna be honest, I threw it at her. I didn't throw it at her. I threw it on the belt. But yet and still, I threw it because I felt like she was wasting my time. So I apologize, because I thought immediately, like, listen, that was wrong. Immediately, I thought it was wrong. So, but that's again something I have to work on. So you don't know what people pray for. You don't know if people pray or even try to be a better person. You don't know that, but you thinking your judgmental behavior and your judgmental actions that God did not hire you for are going to force this person to do what you want them to do. And no, my darling, that is not how it worked. Just like I knew it wasn't going to force her to do what I wanted, what it wanted her, what I was advising her. It's not going to happen. People change when they want to change. And sometimes it takes a lot for people to change. It takes a lot. For me, let me tell you, in 20,000, I used to be a very mean person. And I done told y'all that a lot of times. I used to be a very mean person. I've never been a person who really just gossip about people, because that's never benefited me at all. But when I was mean to people, like rolling my eyes or not speaking and things like that to people, it made me feel better in the moment. Like, it made me feel better in the moment, but I don't want momentary satisfaction. That's not something that I want. I want to be fulfilled. I don't want to feel good for a minute because I'm sitting here treating people wrong, for one. Two, talking about people because it doesn't benefit me none. So I don't understand the whole concept behind that. But for whatever reason, y'all got to let me know if God hiring. Y'all got to, because if it's anybody's team I want to be on, it is definitely God's. So y'all just have to stop doing that. And I'm not, I know y'all not going to stop, and I'm not even advising y'all to stop. I'm just saying it. Yes, I am. I'm not even advising y'all to stop. I'm in Atlanta and traffic is horrible. I'm not advising y'all to stop, because you're free to do what you want to do, just as we are free to do what we want to do. You guys are getting mad because we teamed up to come to Latrice's rescue. And I don't understand why you're mad at that. You guys have a group of people that came together to dog her out. So why can't we have a group of people to lift her up? Because that's what I'm about. I'm about lifting people up. I don't want to mistreat people. As I told you, I worked really hard on that. And I've overcome that, except today I did throw the thing, but I did apologize. But that's really because I thought she was wasting my time. And that's really something I still have to work on. I do. Anytime I feel like somebody is wasting my time, literally, I get so aggravated. But I have to work on that. So we all have things that we can work on and be better people. You guys are mad because she put her life on Facebook and y'all think y'all can judge it. Put your life on Facebook, though. Instead of getting online, judging her life, put your life on Facebook. And let's see if you can be criticized just the same way. Because it's definitely a possibility that people may criticize how you do things just as they criticize how she do things. We all have our own lives to live. We all have to answer to God for our own behavior. We all do. We have to go before the King and we have to say, this, you know, we have to answer to God for it. And he's either going to say, well done, my good and faithful servant, or he going to send you to the pits of hell. One or the other. And I'm hoping he tell me, well done, my good and faithful servant. That's what I'm hoping God says to me. And then y'all talk about how these children are not supposed to have Instagrams. So I heard somebody say, oh, you see the McClures? The McClures is a family thing. The Baxter baby has her own Instagram. The Baxter boys has their own Instagram and Facebook. Most of these celebrity kids have their own Instagram. So it's a lot of children that have Instagrams. My grandson, whose page I created, All About Austin, please go follow him, All About Austin. And in the page, it says this page is monitored by my mother and my parents and my Nini. I'm his Nini. So this is the things that we do when we have a page for our children or our grandchildren, if you will. But y'all just seem to think y'all know everything about this lady's life. Let her live. Let her be great. She's already great. She is, in my book. And that's my opinion of her. She's already great. She's destined to do great things. And I think that's what makes you guys so mad. So mad, because I think somebody wrote a comment on one of my posts is saying that Latrice is so strong. They was like, man, I would have been gave up if I was her. And most people would have. Most people would have. But she's not even thinking about y'all. Y'all can't tear her down no matter how much y'all try. People who have been through things, especially things with their parents, there's nothing on this earth nobody can say that will hurt them. Living witness. Nobody can mentally or emotionally hurt me because my mom did it. And because my mom did it, nothing else bothers me, because the one person that was supposed to love and protect me mentally abused me is the fact that no one else can do it. No one else can do it. And before you get to say, oh, go build a relationship with your mom, I actually have a relationship with my mom. I can call my mom right now. If you guys want me to, I'll go ahead and, matter of fact, let me prove it to you. Every time I call her, she calls me. She calls me sometimes. She say, I love you. I say, love you too, mother. And that's on that. But that's the relationship that we have. And I've learned to forgive her. She even apologized to me about 7 years ago. She apologized to me and I accepted her apology. And we have moved forward. So that's all we can do is move forward. And she's not answering mine now. So that's that though. But I have a relationship with my mom now. We're good. Just so you guys know, we're good. I talk to her probably twice a week. She called me, see how I'm doing. I call her to see how she's doing. So that's how life is. And, you know, I've forgiven her and that's all I can do. I don't have to answer to God for what she done to me. She does. I don't have to answer to that. She does. And that was a generational curse in our family, by the way. Our whole family was like that. But it is what it is. So my great grandmother, my great great grandmother and my grandmother, I was their favorite. My great grandmother, she died when I was 10, and she would take me in and she would be like, here, you take this and don't you tell them other kids I gave you this dollar. Now you go to take this dollar and go down to the store. I love that lady to death. She died when I was 10 years old. And then my grandmother, she died when I was 15 years old. She died the same year I got pregnant with my son. And so she never got to meet any of her great grandkids because, yes, she passed away. But I was her favorite too. She wouldn't let nobody bother me. So although it lacked in my mom, it was supported by my great grandmother as well as my grandmother. They loved me, they cared for me, and that was that. And it lacked in my mom, but they all had favorites. My great grandmother, not my great grandmother. My great grandmother, I was her favorite. My great grandmother told my grandmother, which is her child, I never loved you or your kids. She actually told my grandmother that. And my grandmother, she still was like, mother, I love you. We used to call her Lucille. My great grandmother, she didn't want to be called grandma. She died when she was 99 years old, and I tell you, this lady still had black hair, and we was still calling her Lucille because she wasn't taking no grandma nothing. She never wanted to be grandma. She was Lucille. Y'all called me Lucille, and that's what we called her. Some people called her Ma, but that's who she was. So yeah, you know, people just live their lives how they want to live them. And again, you can't break someone whose own mother broke them, whose own mom broke them. You cannot break them because they're so strong from that traumatization, if you will. And then y'all are very, 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 very double standardish. I know that's not a word, but I just made it up. Y'all always think, oh, I think one girl, I think I watched it on Burnett page, where the one girl was saying, if I ever go to Sarasota, don't give me none of that water. But you praise the couple. You know who the couple is. You praise them, and they're both from Sarasota. But everybody else from Sarasota is crazy. How does that even make sense? That's so double standard. Then you talk about people, and I saw this on Ocean's page, because I don't watch those other pages. The other people, they share them, and I watch them on their page because those are the pages that I'm going to give the view to, and those are the pages who I support because it's not negative. I don't want to support negative people, but I will watch things that they post about the other pages. Only because of the positive things that they pull out of that. So then you want to say, you want to say you don't like people who sell things, where I saw that on Ocean's page today. I watched that this morning. But you got him over there promoting and selling and doing. Y'all so double standard. Y'all are such a big, huge double standard. And that be my thing. Like, it's okay for you to have your feelings and thoughts on an individual, but why is it not okay for her to do it, but then it's okay for them to do it? It absolutely make no sense. Absolutely make no sense. And then you want to be like, oh, this person does that. This person does this. I just don't understand. I just want us as a human race, not even a black race. I mean, listen, black people, we popping, bro. We is popping. We is that deal. Like, we are literally that deal. Hello? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, this is Tom with the Eye Gallery. I was just calling to let you know we got your eyeglasses ready.
Okay, so they are ready. They came in early. Great. I'll be in to get them today. What time do you guys close?
We close at 5:30.
Okay, that's gonna be pushing it, but okay, I'll get them either today or tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. But yeah, like I just don't get it. I just want us as a human race to be better, to stop bashing one another, to stop just it's so unattractive. Even if you the finest thing in the world, it's so unattractive. It's not attractive. And I am burning up in this car because my car says it's 63 degrees outside. But yeah, it's really unattractive, and it's not something we should be doing. Yeah, not something we should be doing. But we do it anyway, right? So let's ask Siri some things today, since that's what we be doing, asking Google stuff. We gonna ask Siri today, okay? Let's see what Siri got to say about all this stuff, because apparently, I don't know, and all y'all like to say that y'all not jealous, but that's all it is. That's all it is. It is jealousy. When you sit around and worry about what somebody else got going on, you either, what my friend said the other day, because we was talking about this. What my friend said the other day, she said, oh my God, I cannot think of what she said. But we said it's either jealousy, and she came up with another word for it, but it wasn't jealousy. She came up with something else. But it was along the lines of something. It wasn't positive. It wasn't like, yeah, I don't know what she said, but whatever. So let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, what is the vibe people give when they're always talking about other people? We can't hear Siri.
The vibe is definitely jealousy. The vibe is definitely jealousy. The vibe is
See what Siri said?
Jealousy.
Siri said the vibe is definitely jealousy. So,
the vibe is definitely jealousy.
Siri, you gotta stop now.
The vibe is definitely jealousy.
So, that's the vibe. Y'all know I did that through my computer, right? But I thought it was crazy. I thought it was funny. So, anyway, we gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop doing that. So, it's not worth it. And let me ask Siri one more question, then I'm gonna get up off here. So Siri, how much does it cost? Siri, Siri, how much does it cost to mind your own business?
It costs $0 to mind your own business. It costs $0 to mind your own business. It costs $0.
Y'all see what Siri said? It costs $0 to mind your own business. So that's what we should do. We should definitely start minding our own business. Mind the business that pays us. But yeah, y'all, I just had to come on here for a few minutes. Y'all know I like long videos. I've been on here for 23 minutes. So I'm going to be in this Atlanta traffic. I'm about to turn my music up and turn up a little bit, because that's what gets me going. So I'm going to turn up and be on my way to my daughter first to get her this car. And then, y'all heard the eyeglass people, I got some new specs. I be needing to wear my glasses, y'all, but I don't be wearing them because I really only need them to read. I can see, but I can't see when I'm trying to read. But you beautiful souls, be sure to have a marvelous day. A marvelous day, honey. And I will see y'all. Oh. Remember, guys, today I am doing the drawing for the $100. So the drawing will take place live on both YouTube and Facebook. It will take place tonight at I'm gonna say about 10. The reason I'm doing it at 10 because I got to give myself time to get back home and go through the names, because I'm gonna put all the names in a jar. So it will go live today at 10. In order to be considered in the drawing, you do need to be following both my Facebook business page, which is also Beautifully Healed. It has the same picture as my YouTube page, and you also need to be following my YouTube page. So in order to be considered in a drawing, you do have to be following both pages. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.